Hey, what's going on, good people? Treveal C.W. Lynch, Mr. What, Mr. iAMthepossible. And I teach people to see what they are. I help people to see what they are. I encourage, I inspire. I come alongside, man, and I assist people in being able to see what they are so that they can like what they see. If you didn't know, this word like, it literally means to find whatever you see to be enough, to be acceptable, and to be satisfactory. In other words, I help people to become satisfied with and in themselves. Tonight, I want to share with you guys the concept, the idea, the thought that you are a genius. You are a genius. Have you ever considered yourself to be a genius? I know that word often is used with the intellects of our day. Or back when I was younger, we may have referred to the nerds in the class as being a genius. Or people like Einstein or Mozart and other well-known famous people. Well, see, that's a cultural thing. That's not necessarily truth. See, when you look up the word genius, it doesn't refer to something that you're able to do. It refers to something you're able to be. See, your value, your worth, your significance in this world, and even you being a genius is not determined by what you can do. It's determined by what you can be and what you already are. See, genius is an intellect. Genius is a spirit. Genius is a characteristic. Genius is a God-given, a God-breathed, a God-granted, personalized characteristic. See, you see the world in a way that no one else sees it. Your lenses, what we call eyes, our perceptions, our perspectives, the lenses that God has given you creates a genius within you. See, you see things that no one else sees. You're able to do things that no one else can do. You're able to think thoughts that other people have never even considered. There's things that you are thinking about and desiring to create. You're desiring to bring to pass and to manifest, to manifest in this world. There's things that you desire to see happen in this world that no one else is even considering. They've looked right over it, but you're very sensitive to it. You're very attentive to it. That's your genius. That's what you are. What you are is a genius. You are a genius. It's in the way that you think. It's in the way that you approach this thing called life. And this is what I want to get across tonight. Sometimes we need permission. As crazy as that may sound, sometimes we need permission to express ourselves, to be authentic, to be true, to be genuine. Sometimes we actually need a voice. We actually need someone to tell us. We actually need someone to come along and to say, it's okay, it's all right, be you, do you. The world needs you just the way you are. You don't have to change. You don't have to put on a mask. You don't have to put on airs. You don't have to fit in. You don't have to conform. You don't have to compare. You don't have to compete with anyone. In fact, all of those things are a waste of time. Competing with other people, comparing yourself to other people, conforming to the ways of this world, conforming to the culture, conforming to what they say and what he says and she says. No, man. It's a complete waste of your energy. And if you didn't know, that's another thing that you are, your energy. So when we compare and compete and conform, we're literally channeling that which we are into activity that is a waste of time, man. We are putting ourselves in positions and into predicaments. We are sending ourselves down paths that are headed to a dead end in terms of being satisfied, right? In terms of being fulfilled, in terms of, right, living this life to the highest quality. You're a genius just as you are. Sure, you may need some more education. Sure, you may need to work on your craft. Sure, you may need to get better at whatever it is that you do. Sure, we all get better, right? We all improve. We all need to, strive to be the greatest whatever we are. Of course. This is not to say that you don't need work. This is not to say that you don't need self-improvement. This is not to say that you can't get better, right? At whatever it is that you do. This is more about giving you that verbal permission. If you're someone out there that needs that permission, right? If you need that sign, if you need that confirmation, if you need that, I need that word from God. I need that voice. I need that confirmation. I need something to come along to say that I'm on the right path, that I'm on the right track, that I got it, that I'm not crazy, that I'm not out of my mind. If that's what you're looking for, then I believe that that's why I jumped on here this evening. As you can tell, it's evening here in Southern California. I don't normally do lives at this time of the day. This is one of those promptings. This is one of those impromptus. I just believe someone out there needs to hear this word, whether you're live or on the replay. Someone needs that permission. Someone needs to know that you're not just good, you're not just great, you're literally a genius in the field of practice, in the work, in the vision that God's given you. God's given you a vision. God's given you a work to do. But before he gives you a work to do, he gives you a work to be. Be what you are, and you'll be so much more prepared, so much more equipped, so much more, built up and edified to then do the work of what you're being, right? It's this acceptance and this approval and this appreciation of what you already are. Imagine waking up each morning and saying to yourself, I am a genius in my field of work. Like, I'm brilliant in my field of work. Imagine if that was your self-talk. I am brilliant in my field of work, in my practice, in my art, in my craft, in whatever it is you do. Imagine if you saw yourself as a genius in that field of work, in that practice. That you didn't just do what you do, or you didn't just go where you go. You're not just connected to what you're connected to, but you're literally a genius in that field. This is not about being cocky and conceited. This is about being convinced that you were handcrafted by a creator that thought about you, that planned for you, right? Right? That didn't say, I'm just going to create you any old type of way. But I'm going to take my time. I'm going to think through things. I'm going to plan. I'm going to architect, right? I'm going to architect your life. Your life has been crafted. You are the way you are for a reason, for a purpose. God is not a cookie cutter. He does not make the same thing twice, ever. He doesn't do anything twice. He's too great. He doesn't have to. There's no limitation on God's creation, but there's no limitation on God's creativity. That's how dope our God is. There is no limit on his creativity. That's why you don't have to compare. That's why you don't have to compete. That's why you don't have to conform. That's why you don't have to try and look like, sound like, and be like nobody else. Because you're one of a kind. You're unique. You're special, you're whole, you're complete, and you're a genius. That's what you are. You're not going to be a genius because you get a piece of paper from a university. You're not going to be a genius because your mama and your daddy said so. You're not going to be a genius because I said so. You're not going to be a genius because everyone likes you. You're not going to be a genius because you make everybody happy. You're not going to be a genius because you fit into that group or that club or that clique. You're not going to be a genius because you got money. You're not going to be a genius because you've done something well. You're a genius because genius is your DNA. Genius is your DNA. You can't get away from it. You can't escape it. It's what you are. The only thing that needs to happen is your acceptance of that which you already are. That's all that's required, is an acceptance, an appreciation of that which you already are. You don't have to do anything to be what you are, but you can learn to live from what you are. See, I like to encourage people, don't work for your worth. Work from your worth. Work from your worth. Not for worth, from worth, from value. You don't have to earn this. You don't have to earn your enoughness. You don't have to earn your value. You don't have to earn your significance. You don't have to earn being a genius. A genius is what you are, because a genius is the very spirit in which you embody. It is what you are. This flesh and blood, it must go. It's just a body, a temporary housing system. It's a temporary housing system. What you really are is within. It is the untouchable, the unseen version of yourself. People want to talk about leveling up and 10xing and being the best version of myself. The best version of yourself is the version that you will never see with these natural eyes. You must get a glimpse of yourself from the spiritual realm. Within is what you are. You must have a perception. You must have a realization. You must have a revelation of what you are. And I'm just stopping by tonight just to let you know, if you didn't already know, that what you are is a genius. Yeah, I said it. You're a genius. Well, I didn't finish high school. Who cares? You're a genius. Well, I took some college, but I didn't finish college. Who cares? You're a genius. Well, I just lost my job. Doesn't matter. You're a genius. Well, my spouse left me. You're a genius. My kids don't like me. You're a genius. I did some stuff yesterday that I didn't think I should do, and I feel bad about it. You're a genius. I'm in the moment contemplating, thinking about doing something I shouldn't do. I'm thinking about, someone on here is thinking about making a bad decision. You're still a genius. See, what you are is the element of your life that cannot be touched. It cannot be changed. It is truly without repentance. Not only has God given you gifts that are without repentance, you are the gift that he has given to the world without repentance. God is not sorry that he gave you to the world. You are the gift of God to this very world. And God ain't sorry about it. But in this learning and this growing process, we must all come to this point that we just truly accept and appreciate ourselves right where we are. We all want to level up. Ain't no leveling up until you can appreciate yourself at the level that you're on. Stop trying to level up and just accept the fact that you're already enough at the level that you're on, and there will be no more leveling up. You are the level. There's just greater depths of you, greater understanding of you, greater insights of you. See, the world out here, we want to do ladder steps, like we're trying to achieve something up there, right? Tower of Babel. That's what got us in trouble in the first place. We're trying to ascend. Nah, you're deep. You're deep. It's not about ascending. They can't ascend to the heavens. Can't ascend to this level. You're trying to ascend. No, it's just going deep. You're the ocean. You're the ocean that you were created to swim. This is about going deep. This is not about leveling up. This is about going deep. There's things within you that you've never discovered. That's why I say that the greatest form of self-development is self-discovery. There's so much to you that you have never discovered. There's so many elements to you that you've never discovered. There's so much brilliance in you that you've never discovered. There's so many wonderful things that are beneath the layers of lies that this world has painted on you, that we have to, it takes a lifetime, right? Like a house, when you scrape them layers of paint off, it takes a lifetime to scrape all the layers of lies and limitations that this world has put on us. I get it. I'm working through it myself. I get it. It's a daily process. I get it. But it's not about leveling up. It's about going deep and getting down to what's there and seeing what's already there. This world trains us. This world conditions us to always be on the hunt, to always be chasing, to always be thriving, to always be grinding, to always be beast moding it somewhere. We're always trying to get somewhere. We're always trying to, always trying to run like a pinball machine. We're just bouncing. We never slow down to observe what's already there. If you want to blow your mind, if you want to love yourself a little bit more, if you want to appreciate yourself a little bit more, if you want to experience more self-worth, if you want to experience more self-esteem, stop trying to add on and find out what's already there. Ask yourself the questions of what's already good about me, what's already great about me. Where in my life am I already brilliant? Where in my life am I already a genius? Where in my life am I already doing it big? Where in my life has God gifted me and graced me to do something, to think something, to see something that is phenomenal already? We're so busy. We're so motivated, we're so driven that we never freaking pause to see what's already there. That's why I've committed my very life to helping people to see what they are. That's a current state. That's a already state. That's a always been state. I help people to see what they are so that they can like what they see. Because many times what we think we see is not really what we are. What we look at and what we see are those layers of lies and layers of limitations that this world, our family, our co-workers, our boss, our society, our experiences, our faults, our failures, our junk has painted on us for years. And it's very difficult to see the true you unless you slow down. Unless you slow down. Unless you take time to pause and to ponder and to perceive and to be present with yourself. All right, it's time for me to go. Pray that you guys got value, man. Pray you guys heard me. Pray that I reached the person I was supposed to reach tonight. You needed permission. Here is your permission. Be great, be brilliant, and know that you are a genius, because you're a genius in here. A genius is what you've been created to be, not what you've been created to do. Your genius is found in what you are, not in what you can achieve. This is Treveal C.W. Lynch, Mr. What, founder of iAMthepossible, author of the new book, What Is Enough. Love you guys, praying for you guys, and I believe in you guys. If you found value, drop me a hashtag value. If someone you know or love that's on your timeline and you think that they may benefit from this video, please share me out. I would greatly appreciate you just dropping me a share to your timeline. Finally, guys, let me leave you with this. The greatest thing that you will ever become, I've said it before and I'll say it again and I will continue to say it. The greatest thing that you will ever become is accepting of what you already are. Love you guys, praying for you guys, believing in you guys. Till next time, peace.